11 years of service, Lincoln Public Schools is saying goodbye to their superintendent, Dr. Steve Joel. Channel 8's Macy Meyer has the announcement in our top story tonight. Macy?
Well, Dr. Steve Joel said this decision has been a few years in the making, but at the end of this school year, he'll officially be retiring.
Bittersweet for me. You know, this has been 11 years in Lincoln Public Schools, and I think 36th or 37th year altogether as a superintendent.
After over a decade of service to the Lincoln community, Lincoln Public School Superintendent Dr. Steve Joel is retiring. Joel came to Lincoln after being superintendent in Grand Island for 10 years. His first major task with LPS, a historic fire at the LPS district office in 2011 that will never be forgotten. But from the ashes, Joel and the entire school district rebuilt, and he says where they are today is a major reason he felt comfortable retiring.
District's in fantastic shape. Obviously we're still fighting our way and working our way through a pandemic, but I think as far as timing goes, there's never a good time, but this is probably the best time that there is.
Joel said it will certainly be bittersweet as he works through his last year with the district, but there are a few things he looks forward to as this chapter comes to a close.
Just being able to have time as an ally, right? So it's the not having to do the 50, 60-hour work weeks and events and activities on the weekend, and I'd like to play golf at 9 o'clock in the morning if I could on a weekday. So I'm looking forward to that.
And as for what's next with Lincoln Public Schools, the Board of Education will now begin the process of a national search for a new superintendent, someone to fill Joel's shoes and keep the community involved in the district's future.
The whole board will do the interviewing of the firms. They will also do the interviewing of all the superintendents. We'll have community feedback, parent group, business groups, teacher groups. We need everyone's feedback because, as Dr. Joel has stated, this community loves our schools and they support our schools, and they need to give us the feedback.
Now, Joel will be with the district until June of 2022. The board is expected to approve his retirement tomorrow night at their meeting. From there, the search for his replacement will begin.